The exit is a ghost story. We are told that awakening is a departure, a clean break, a snap of the fingers where the mind finally stops screaming, like one day you step out of the room and never get pulled back in. But there is a paradox at the center of the path that almost nobody says out loud. You can see the trap and still reach for it. You can understand the illusion and still obey it. You can recognize the pattern and still repeat it an hour later. And the mind, that clever, starving architect, looks at this gap and concludes, something is wrong with me. Here is what it actually looks like. There are moments of crystal clarity. The mind is quiet. The body is spacious. For a few minutes, everything loosens. Then, life taps the glass. A message, a tone, a silence, a look, and suddenly, the sage is gone. The nervous system takes the wheel. It is an ancient animal. It remembers fear before you knew words. It creates tremors in the chest and loops in the brain. The mind starts sprinting, interpreting, defending, rehearsing conversations that never happened. And the hand reaches for the phone, like it is an oxygen mask. Refresh, refresh again. One more hit of certainty. And the strangest part is this: the whole time, you can see it. You can watch the compulsive loop forming and still feel unable to stop it. So the mind asks the question every sincere seeker asks, usually in private, usually with shame. If the prison is visible, why is the door still locked? That question is the trap, because it reveals the hidden belief that quietly poisons the path. The belief is, if awareness is real, it should equal mastery. If you truly understand, you should never spiral. And when reality does not match that fantasy, the poor little me narrative begins. I am failing. I am broken. I am not there yet. That is not wisdom. That is spiritual perfectionism wearing holy clothing. It is the ego trying to use truth to become a god who never has to feel uncomfortable. The truth is simpler and harder. Seeing is not the same as undoing. Awareness is not a control mechanism. Clarity does not erase conditioning. It illuminates it. A light does not move the furniture. It simply reveals where the furniture stands. And even when you recognize the alarm as an alarm, the alarm can still ring. So the paradox is not a sign of failure. The paradox is the curriculum. The real work is not in the moments when you feel expanded. Those are the easy advertisements. The real work is smaller. It is the moment you feel the tightness in the chest and do not call it a personal problem. It is the moment the mind says, fix this, prove you are free, become better, and something deeper replies, no, just see. Because the obsession with fixing is often just a disguise for shame. And shame is the glue that keeps the pattern alive. We call this the second arrow. The first arrow is the impulse, the reflex, the human tremor. The second arrow is the punishment you inflict on yourself for having the reflex. The first arrow is biology. The second arrow is the prison. So here is the shift. Stop demanding that insight must produce perfection. Stop measuring the soul with the ruler of performance. Instead, do this. When the loop starts, name it without drama. Thinking, grasping, defending. When the body clenches, let it clench. When the hand reaches, pause for one breath. Not to win, not to become pure, just to witness the reflex. And if you still scroll, if you still react, if you still chase a future you already know will not satisfy, do not add the second arrow. Do not punish the human for being human. The point is not becoming someone who never struggles. The point is ending the pretense that you are not struggling while you are, because the mask is heavier than the truth. So stop waiting to be fixed. Stop asking why the door is locked. There is no door. There's just no one who needs to leave. Start being honest about what is happening and watch what changes when the war against your own mind finally ends.